there, okay? Hang in there, okay?
Ouch!
Hang in there, okay? Think you can go the distance? I bet you can make it. Another shot. Love that sound! What you gonna pick? choice.
Ah!